Okay, so just before we get started with the stream for real, I took some time last night to do the tin work that I thought might delay today's stream, and then so I only had about 15 minutes of grinding. I did get most of the biotic achievements out of the way, and then started to work on the tech ones. But this was what I discovered was the fastest thing to do. You find a rapid transit thing. This is just the closest one to an elevator. There's a lift right there. Because the Mako wasn't working, and then it was just this.
Here it comes.
Drop a grenade, load the grenade up because there's a thing for using Medigel, for using shield boost. There is also one for using barrier, and then you just target the thing and you know, case in point. Don't use sabotage anymore. And it's lift. And then once you've done that, you load the save again. Which fortunately, pretty swift. And you do it all over again.
Disabled.
The only advice I can give you is if you've got characters with the same ability, you just double up. Just get 2 for the price of 1 every time you use it. So Ken's only here for Neural Shock now. Overload. Oh. Is it Singularity or Stasis I needed? I'm starting to think it might have been Stasis. Oh no, it's Singularity. Cool. I got the rest, I think it was. I got sabotage, lift, barrier, stasis, warp, and throw. Yeah. So the only ones that are left are neural shock, damping, which Garrus has, and singularity and lift. But it'll count no matter what I do. So I'm going to reload save 2. Save 3, sorry. Actually, why don't I do something smart, chat? Because that was my compulsive double save. If I reload save 2, I can overwrite save 3 and keep saves what? You know what, while I'm here, I'll do one more for good measure, why not? It's 50 Medigel I need to use, unfortunately, so that one's some ways off. Neural shock. Hacking. Oh, right. Lift. Overload. It's literally doing nothing now. Just wait for everything to come off cooldown, I guess. Yeah, we're just waiting for cooldowns at this point so I can save the game. So this is CSEC for anyone who's just joining the stream or is tuning into this as the first YouTube part. This is the police headquarters. They don't care that I'm doing this at the fast travel point in the police headquarters. They're not doing anything at all. Sorry, I'm just making sure that checking the preview, which is kind of Julian. So it's weird. It's not what the problem is not what I thought it was, which is annoying because I thought I'd fixed it. Because like the game is smooth, but the OBS preview keeps hanging, and that's what gets recorded. Anyway, the cooldowns are reset, so save, overwrite, save 3, load, save 1, overwrite, save 2. Fantastic. Let's actually get started, shall we? I cleared out. Yes, I remember clearing out Farinata. So the Hades Gamma cluster for now is done. I guess if I do Voyager, Armstrong, Kepler, come up here to Hawking Eta, and then we can go and do Pharos. And then do these on the way back around. Actually, you know what? No, because I unlock more clusters after doing the plot missions, I'll do all the clusters for all the star systems first. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. I wish you to know way through the system. I mean, I know politics is simply war by any other means, but this is taking the expression a bit too far for a human. If we started listening to Rex, it would make more sense. I was just demonstrating the grinding loop that I did for about 15 minutes last night to knock out some of the achievements for the bonus talent points for future playthroughs if I, do future playthroughs.
Commander, incoming signal from 5th Fleet HQ on the Citadel.
Commander Shepard, something uncomfortable has just come up. In the First Contact War, we fired a lot of espionage probes into Turian space. We just received a mission complete burst from one of them.
Uh-oh.
Where's it been in the meantime?
No idea. Lost in transit. These probes were built in a hurry after First Contact.
What makes this uncomfortable?
When these probes were launched, we didn't have any idea who we were fighting. We didn't want to risk aliens examining our technology. The probe has a demo nuke built in. A 20-kiloton tactical fusion warhead. About equal to the bomb dropped on Hiroshima back in the 20th. If somebody finds that probe, tampers with it, you don't need me to finish, Commander.
Hey Guns, how you doing? What year is it? 2175, I think? Somewhere around there, maybe? Hang on. I'll give you the facetious answer in a moment. 2183. I knew it was somewhere around there. It tells you right at the start in the opening, like, text crawl.
I understand this must be handled, but I don't have anyone trained to deal with this sort of thing, sir.
I know. I wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. These probes have been classified for 26 years. The Council will call fusion bomb booby traps dangerous and irresponsible. The Alliance would face censure if they find this probe. I'm asking
they are dangerous
can get on site quickly
and irresponsible.
It's in the Voyager cluster.
It's in the Voyager cluster. That's the opposite side of the Alliance from Turian space. How did it get there?
I don't know. It's possible someone recovered it safely and brought it there. It's also possible it got very badly lost. It could have been wandering the relay network since the war.
We'll get on it immediately, Admiral, and we'll be discreet.
I appreciate that, Commander. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Sorry, I'm just checking something. I'm going to pause the YouTube recording for a moment. YouTube, apologies for that. I was trying to fix a problem that only you experience. And even then, almost none of you care about it in all likelihood, but I care because I like to give you the best experience I can. But we're going to get back to the game because the stream started late anyway. It's just when a cat offers you its belly and reaches for your face very deliberately with its paws, you better give that cat belly rubs. Sanadma is the second of the Amazon system's arid superterrestrial worlds. It is considerably less dense than its neighbour Dernoika and has an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron-laced silicates with deposits of sulfur. Orbital period 6.2 Earth years. Radius 9,647 kilometers. Day length 44.7 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.16 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 108 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G. And I've got a small deposit of tic-tacanium. I don't know if polos are a thing in America, but they're a mint sweet here in the UK, kind of. Not at all like Tic Tacs, because they're like a ring of compressed chalk, but not actually chalk, but I guess mint and sugar. This is the planet I can land on, by the way. That's why I'm ignoring it for now. Donica is an enormous terrestrial world nearly twice the size of Earth. Its environment is similar to that of Mars, arid and a mix of craggy basalt highlands and sand-scoured deserts of iron-laced silicate dust. Donoica's atmosphere mainly consists of carbon dioxide and argon, but the planet's mass is great enough that measurable amounts of helium and even molecular hydrogen remain trapped in its atmosphere. The planet's gravity well is deep enough that it has collected nearly a dozen small satellites, most captured asteroids. Its surface is scarred by many large impact craters, marking the final resting place of other captured asteroids. Orbital period 3.1 Earth years, radius 11,728 kilometers, day length 65.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.93 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -60 Celsius, surface gravity 1.8 g. Cybin, a small rock and ice planet, Cybin has an extremely thin atmosphere of hydrogen sulfide and ethane. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of magnesium and silicates with deposits of iron. Cybin's crust contains significant deposits of green serpentine, a mineral formed by volcanic activity. This suggests Cybin was a more geologically active world in the distant past. Orbital period 15.1 Earth years, radius 4,645 kilometers, day length 62.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.18 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -169 Celsius, surface gravity 0.5 g. While scanning the planet Cybin, you discovered a large mine grid in geosynchronous orbit. With help from Navigator Presley, your recon team recovered a small unmanned probe marked with the Quadim outpost insignia. Or Cadim, I suppose, possibly. Tramar. I'm just going to bookmark that thread to read later. You know what? I'll bookmark that as well to look at later. Yeah, it's just these 5 planets. Tramar is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of methane and nitrogen in its upper atmosphere. Orbital period 33.4 Earth years, radius 61,266 kilometers. Day length 12.5 Earth hours. And we got some nitrogen. So, 1 second. Ajabinium is a small terrestrial world with an extremely thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and krypton. The planet has sufficient mass to maintain a much thicker atmosphere, and much of it has been blasted away. The red giant Amazon is a long-period variable star, currently in the nadir of a 16-year cycle. At peak, its energy output doubles, lashing Ajabinium with intense heat and radiation. Nadir, by the way, means the low point, which is Peakle. It's a cool word. The crust is mainly composed of aluminium with or aluminum if you prefer, with deposits of tin. Much of the surface is coated with fine silicate dust which easily penetrates the smallest cracks to foul machinery. Orbital period 1.8 Earth years, radius 4,910 kilometers, day length 42.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.17 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -72 Celsius, surface gravity 0.79 g. So yeah, I can only apologise for this being a shorter-ish stream, with me having to pet the cat and then sort out attempt to fix a tech problem that is apparently widespread and just no one talks about it. And OBS have never, the developers haven't fixed it. Obviously, depends how easy it is to fix. You know what? Let's take Garrus and Caden. Let's make stuff a smidge. Think I'll have an enjoyable playthrough of the preset? Absolutely. This is a fantastic game. Either Mass Effect Classic or this, the Legendary Edition. All that will change for you is some dialogue options, one side quest assignment, to use the in-game terminology, and then your class abilities. Soldier gets every gun, so it's very solid as your first playthrough to understand how the game works. I don't think you're going to have a bad experience with it, particularly. I mean, I went with Earthborn War Hero Soldier for my first playthrough, and it was just a lot of fun. Right, let's get things unlocked. I need something up there for the hard electronic objects, and we'll go with medicine, and then Garrus. Damping. First aid. Overload there. Adrenaline burst is for that. Right, so Garrus is using assault rifles for now. Caden has no weapons training. Cool, cool. Right, I'm in the Mako. Hang on one second, I need to equip them. That was the wrong option. Right, Garrus, why do you have a shotgun? Right, as I was saying. Then we go here for the first point of interest. Reminder, I've already played this game through several times off-stream and once on-stream. I have no compunctions about using a map to speed up the planet exploration side of things. It is, quite honestly, even if you're doing this for the first time, I'd recommend considering it, as planet exploration is a little miserable. Just doing a grid pattern search of each planet, trying to find everything on it. It takes a long time, and some of the planets are not terribly... I shouldn't have boosted that. Are not terribly fun to drive around. Okay, right. We'll use physics and approach it at an angle. Chat, physics have failed me. We'll go around. Or have I failed physics? That's the real question. Have I let physics down so much just by existing, biologically, that they're like, no, I can't deal with this person anymore. However, if you do explore without using the map, you do very quickly learn what kind of slopes the Mako can make it up. It's been so long since I played it last that I can't. It'll be 6 years this year, I think, since I played it last, which is a while for me. I think I replay it every couple of years, usually. So that was that deposit. The next one is over here. Also, when you open the map up, obviously it's a topographical map, and you do kind of get a good feel of which slopes you're likely to be able to make it over. Fuck you, Star. Pew 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 pew. If I play Andromeda on stream, I'll use maps for that as well. I haven't played that one all the way through, but I've played enough to know that I want to use a map for it. Magnesium. And then there is a point of interest over here, by which I mean another mineral deposit, and then we'll do all the points of interest on the map, which will be interesting to navigate, but we'll get to that problem at some point. In the meantime, chat, it's nice to have streamed 3 days this week again. The tin work is approaching its deadline for like announcement, so it's a big weight off my mind and less than I need to do in the immediate future, which is incredibly nice. As something I would like to do for my anniversary streams, I need to do some prep work for. So it might give me the time to do that instead of admin. I thought that might be the case. Right, I'm going around. I can't go around. This is right. Going back to the question, Spencer, if you're still in chat, with the enjoyable playthrough of the preset, like that, if it's the default preset, that's because the developers treat that as the kind of the default for the game, and everything is built around that being the expected, or like initial stuff. Right, let's go this way. There's no wrong way to play this. No one's going to tell you your fun is wrong if you enjoy the presets. Can I go this way? The map I'm using makes it look like I can.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Silly map. I think if you go too far, the normally just appears and lifts you up. How am I going to get over there? Looks like I can go over here somewhere. If I weren't streaming, I would just brute force my way up the cliff face, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste everyone's time by doing that. Looks like there's a slightly easier route to get around. Oh, the thrusters make it so much easier. Turn the Mako around, because I can't use the thrusters to go backwards. Respectfully, to the developer who put this all the way over here. Why? Who hurt you? Just gonna reset the map. I think it's faster to do that than to drive back around. Caden Garrus. Map. Right. Go for this one first. Again, right trigger, make bullet go, not Mako. Stand on top of the ridge. I looked to the map and got and lost where I was. Barros is going to be an interesting experience now I can boost. I mean, it would be if I weren't killing everything, obviously, for the experience. But I need the experience, so I'm not just going to boost my way down the Skyway. But it could be fun for future playthroughs to just blast past everything. New Game Plus when you're at max level kind of thing. I spent so long on planets my first playthrough, driving in a stupid grid pattern. Brushing away the carbonization on the door of the contragravity speeder, you see the Nizo brand name. Judging by the charring, the wreckage has been here since the star's last variable peak. The corpse is wearing the remains of an expensive suit and what appears to be a melted antique aviator goggles. Amelia Earhart, is that you? Right. Let's see if I can get up and over. I can. Woo. While I am enjoying this, and while there is still, you know, like 40 hours left, I'm excited to go back to Nosgoth and see what mess Kane and Raziel made of it by balking the timeline. Because I don't know if you know this, chat, but history abhors a paradox. This body is a long way from anything and appears to have been here for quite some time. On the body is a book of drawings, including one of the Siglar outpost insignia. And then we go here. Don't you know? Yes. But that's a like next month kind of deal. Check out House of Ashes first. Apparently be good. There's nothing here? Hang on. That's number 2. Oh, it's... Whoops. My bad. Okay, there is nothing for me to do here. I need to come out of this end of the the mine we saw on the other side. Where no doubt that place will be full of enemies. Unless it's that. Anyway, craft road. Neat. And we'll go to that. Do some murdering. I assume it's going to have some people inside to kill, because I think every one of them does. Try to remember to use the abilities while I've got Garrus and Hayden in my party. Although they should use them automatically, I believe. I'm pretty sure I've got squad power usage turned on. Pretty sure these are fortifications. Barricades, that's the word I was looking for.
Cover me.
Although, I guess you could argue that a barricade is a fortification.
Mine shaft. That's the source of the signal.
Suspicious.
I agree. This thing didn't crash. Somebody moved it here.
They may not know what they have. Let's find it before they set it off.
Affirmative.
I'm assuming there is a priority system within the game files about who says the line about the mine shaft being the source of the signal and who says it being suspicious. I wonder who's at the bottom so that you'll never hear them say this is the source of the signal. And they will always just say it's suspicious. Let me in. Suspiciously empty, chat. I don't like it. Just give me time to explore them. Really? No crates or anything? No. Okay, that one I can open. Oh, I assume that I'm gonna go down there and then on my way back out there'll be people trying to kill me. Hey, Garrus. You went the long way, I see. Okay, no crates, no upgrade kits. Fine. We'll progress. Just keep an eye on the minimap, chat. Make sure.
That was a detonator,
That was loud.
Commander.
Shepard, at last.
You have me at a disadvantage.
You don't remember me. No matter. I remember you. I never forget anyone I've fought. My name is Ilanos Halliot. I doubt you know it. Who do you think runs the Terminus clan, Shepard, huh? Thousands of pirates, slavers, criminals of every stripe?
Aria?
In most criminal organizations, it's the one who's recognized as the most successful.
That's correct. The one who kills the most men, seizes the most ships, pillages the most colonies. 3 years ago, I was the strongest. I used my influence to assemble a fleet. We would drive your kind out of the Verge.
You're the one behind the attack on Elysium.
I was the motivator, the instigator, the one who promised glory and riches for sacking the largest human colony in the cluster. The one blamed when it failed. Failed because of you. Your damnable holding action.
Oh no, chat. My damnable holding action. I did my job.
My crew will come for me.
Let them. We'll be ready. An Alliance warship would make a fine prize. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, the ores here are laced with heavy metals. I'm afraid your suit radios aren't powerful enough to transmit out.
So this goes back to what I was saying earlier about the background's giving you bespoke dialogue. I'm a war hero, so that involved holding out at the Skillian Blitz.
It doesn't
Elysium.
have to be like this, Halliot.
Empty words from a dead woman. Goodbye, Shepard.
Orders, Commander.
I'll kill him.
We've got air and light, and the Normandy's still in orbit. Let's look for another way out.
There's no time to get out. You have to disable the bomb before it goes off. Wow, that took a while to start. I don't even know if I have 100 Omnigel. I assume I do, because I haven't been spending it, but... This is just very sedate. It's like a quick time event, but a slow time event. I've disabled the bomb. Chat, somebody set us up a bomb, and I set them back. Do not overwrite that save file. I won't have to get there again. I went through several conversations. I just skipped them for obvious reasons. And had to carefully make my way around an assignment. Oh, well, that's a problem. I guess I'll just go out this door that's now conveniently unlocked. Wow, what assignment. What an assignment. Yeah. It's the camp down here. Oh, hey, it's the Mako. On the off chance that there are people... Yeah, now there's people down here, see? Can I? Wow, that is really hard to see where the Mako is on this map. Nobody gets out alive. Neural shock. I'm still going for all of the shield boost, barrier. I died. That's on me. I got a bit greedy trying to use all the powers. Hayden? You good there, my guy? Right, let's try that again, but I'll save outside, so I don't have to walk through this mine every time. That's the upgrade kit tucked way back here. Yeah, I could fast travel to the Normandy, but I need the experience. So. Ah, Garrus has seen them and is angry. Right, this is no, do not override that save. Just outside of their threat range. I could get in the Mako to kill them. Right. You.
Soft kill.
Shield boost, shield boost.
Shield.
Get down!
Where did that body go? I went some distance. Kill the Brody! I want to repeat yesterday. Jesus Christ. That Battle Master did terrible, terrible things.
Someone give me a hand!
I pressed Y, game. Respectfully, I disagree. Unfortunately, the Medigel use has an animation that it has to get through first. Sure. Hey, Elenos, do you want to go up? That's off cooldown. Throw. Oh, I see the health bar goes white when they're under the effect of warp. Good to know. Warp makes targets take more damage. Oh, just use Neuroshock again. No. Bad Krogan. Down. Ow. My face. It hurts. Not entirely sure they've fixed the improved the cover taking code. Halliot went through a lot of trouble to draw you here. A pity it ended like this. For him, at least. Now that you're above ground, your suit radio has re-established connection with the Normandy. Time to get the heck out of here. Ooh, new shotgun. That's worse than the one I've got. That is also worse than the one I've got. However, it's not bad. You can have that, sure, why not? Thunder 4. Damage way up. Okay, Thunder 4 it is. Let's mark everything down there for junk. I guess I've reached the point in the game where I can start marking things that are like rank 4 or below for junk. You know what, Caden? Actually, that's worse. Never mind. Keep the stingers. Caden's not using a sniper rifle. I don't have any other amps. Want to do that. Okay, that's the armor with the upgrade. Does this look cool? I mean, chat, that does look pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, the assassin armor does provide slightly more damage protection at the cost of fewer shields. So Caden can wear that. Sure, why not? That works.
All clear.
No, it's not. Bang, 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 bang. And they did. And that's everything on that planet. Next. That's the only thing I can access in the Voyager cluster right now.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus.
Armstrong Nebula.
Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skillian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard. Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
I'm the only one with experience fighting the Geth because I'm the only one who's encountered them. We'll start down here, why not? Gagarin. So, Raingri is the planet I can land
Commander,
on.
urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Uh-oh.
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Didn't do anything illegal. Honest.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our failsafes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
Thanks, I guess. Are there any asteroids? No. Junthor is a large terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The surface is mainly composed of aluminium deposits of nickel. Surveyors found the ruins of a technical civilization near the equator, evidently the colony of an ancient spacefaring race. The ruins had subsided to almost nothing, merely wind-hollowed husks of arcologies under the megastructures. In the centre of the ruins was a single column whose inscriptions defied translation for several centuries. When Asari linguists finally managed a translation, the elaborate relief carvings said merely, "Walk among these works and know our greatness." The crude scratches on base of the reverse side said, "Monsters from the id." So I'm assuming that's a reference to Ozymandias' lines of "Gaze upon my works, ye mighty, and despair," next to a pair of feet on the statue that's worn down. Orbital period 0.2 Earth years, radius 10,480 kilometers, day length 56.7 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.96 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature -49 Celsius, surface gravity 0.98 g. Scans revealed a wrecked freighter orbiting one of Junthor's smaller moons. A recon team found no signs of life, but they did discover one of Matriarch Dillanaga's writings. The red planet's where I have to go for the side quest, so. Also, the thing Hackett just called about takes place on our moon, Luna. Pressure is a relatively small hydrogen and helium gas giant with large amounts of hydrocarbons in the middle layers of the atmosphere. When the Krogan rebellions ended 3 millennia ago, the Turian chief of naval operations, a distinguished soldier named Mercury, declared his immediate retirement. He disappeared into what was then uncharted territory. It was only 200 years ago that his ship was found on the surface pressure's largest moon. It had landed gently and been deliberately shut down. Of Admiral Mercury, however, no trace was ever found. Orbital period 0.7 Earth years, radius 38,482 kilometers, day length 16.2 Earth hours. Hey chat. Hey chat. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing. Anyway, I can't sing very well, but it's a good song. Antirumgon is a small rock and ice planet with a trace atmosphere of methane and ethane. The frozen surface is mainly composed of carbon with deposits of calcium. Antirumgon has been used as a crude anchorage for terminus pirates for many years. The shells of temporary dwellings blasted by Alliance frigate patrols dot the surface. But, as always, the pirates return to ground their ships' drive chargers, chip out some water ice, and trade slaves and stories. The deeper layers of Antirumgon's interior are semi-liquid slush due to the presence of methanol. It is thought that bacterium in the deep core creates this natural antifreeze. Some species of terminus pirates drill through the ice crust to recover this natural alcohol. Orbital period 4.0 Earth years, radius 9,508 kilometers, day length 32.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperatures negative 178 Celsius, surface gravity 0.9. We found some cobalt. Just double check that I didn't miss a survey. No, I did not. In my stupid joke. Or with my super joke. Sogelrus is a small terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere of nitrogen and argon. The frigid surface is mainly composed of water ice, which can be plainly seen in the bottoms of recent craters. The dark coloration of the surface is caused by a carbon and ferrous material pushed up from the denser core by cryovolcanic processes. Orbital period 1.8 Earth years, radius 4,327 kilometers, day length 63.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.52 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 136 Celsius, surface gravity 0.46 G. And Raingri is the planet that we land on. I'm just checking there's no Threshamore. No Threshamore, but there is the Rachni song. I'll try and find for us, chat. Raingri is a small, barren terrestrial world. While it possesses a reasonably temperate climate and number of useful resources, no mining corporation is willing to risk investment. A rogue planetoid, dubbed Varts by the initial Solarian surveyor team, entered the system approximately 10,000 years ago and was trapped in a decaying orbit around Raingri. It is nearing the end of its slow spiral inwards. Earthquakes and cyclonic windstorms are increasingly common on Raingri. Within a few hundred years, the planets will rip each other apart. Some Asari travel consortiums have already announced sponsorship of cruisers to observe the spectacle. Radius 5,171 kilometers, day length 60.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.84 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 46 Celsius, surface gravity 0.87. I tell you what, chat, as a sucker for a good skybox, this game is spoiling me. I mean, it spoiled me in the original, so just the up-res textures, so good. I don't know if it's music or a sound effect. balanced audio profile as well. Okay, that's a bit loud. Maybe I should have left it as it was. Oops. Well, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is the right nice song. I believed in the Mako and it did not let me down. God, was it? I think it was the playthrough of the Classic where I made my stupid joke about what's the sky so arrogant about, is always looking down on me, and how your legs will always hold you up and support you. I think it was the playthrough of this. I wanted to turn the music up, by the way, because the music in this game is fantastic, and I feel like I'm robbing you of the experience by not having it playing loud enough to hear. Yeah, I'm just going here. Uh-oh. You can do it, Mako. I believe. You've got 6 all-terrain wheels and a pair of thrusters. You can make it. Yeah. And for those of you wondering, how is that the song of the Right Now and the Right Now Dead? Yes, they are. No one knows. But the community has decided that it's Right Now song. Just drifting around the universe. Galaxy, I suppose. See it. There. Next we go here-ish. Nearly pressed right trigger. Nearly did it, but remembered at the last moment that it doesn't do anything. Well, I mean, it does, but it does not make the Mako go, which is what I was trying to do. I think I might have to go this way and around. remembered this was here from when I was driving past it just now. One thing that's cool, I don't know if you noticed, you may have done already, but when you're in the Mako, the minimap has a much wider range. And then when you get out, it shrinks to be like, hey, this is your personal map now. I've always thought that was cool. It's very annoying when you like, oh, hey, I'm on the way marker, but you're not.
En route.
What the game terms level terrain is very, very generous. We go here. So Twitch chat and YouTube, I guess, if you're watching. This is your first experience of the Mass Effect series. How are you enjoying it so far? An answer of the game's fine, but shut up, you fool, is perfectly valid, and I won't take it personally at all. I'll just cry myself to sleep, which would be incredible because I'm not sleeping well at the minute. So if I'm crying myself to sleep, that means I am at least asleep. Oh. Hey, do you think there's a road I should have taken to get up here? Whoops. If I do this first, does it lock me out of anything? No. But just in case there are turrets at the bottom that despawn when I take out the, I assume the research post. I'm gonna go and get to the bottom and then drive all the way up. Maximize the experience gain. Okay, I'm thinking, chat. There are no turrets. Oh, the stars. Right. I'm on a planet with an atmosphere. I can see the stars. That makes sense. I do wish there was an indication of when the boost was ready again. I'm just holding the boost button down at this point. Just gonna check out the view while I'm here. It's a pretty cool view. Hey chat, if you're ever struggling, if you're thinking about giving up on your dreams, just remember, shoot the moon, because at least you'll fall among the stars. I've got that saying slightly mixed up. Who knows?
On my way.
Dragon's teeth. What? ammunition do I have? Oh, did I forget to... Sure did. That's better. Where's my anti-personnel round? Oh, piercing. No, tungsten rounds. That's what I'm. Let's do some saving of an outpost. And by saving of an outpost, I mean murder everyone inside. If I recall correctly, these outposts all have Medigel dispensers in them. I do like the fact that the weapons scale.
Huddle up!
Oh, hi, Tiny Cat. Just heard a mew from my feet. Hey, Garrus. Use that. Use cryo rounds. Why not? And that. And Caden. I have the tsunami. We're all good. Sure. Proton rounds and that. You want to get on the windowsill, little one? There you go. Sorry, she likes being on windowsills. There we go. Time to kill Geth. Where's damping? That one's dead. Damping's the only one I need now.
Lost shield!
Well, why did you lose your shield? That's a silly thing to do. How my cooldown's doing? We're all good.
I think we're good, Shepard.
I think we're good too, but Varus Gakarian. That's not his name. Garrus Vicarian. That's his name. Make sure there's no upgrade kits or anything lying around that I can loot. Like I said, Medigel dispenser in them.
Good as new.
No reason not to. I've got plenty of Medigel. Also, there's an achievement for using it 50 times. You get Singularity. You get Lift. And Damping. Okay, that's all the biotics, I believe. If hello. I'll just double check, but I'm pretty sure that's all the biotic talent achievements. Hacking, damping, overload, neural shock. Yep. So hacking, damping, overload, and neural shock. And then once I'm done in here, obviously I've got the rest of the planet to explore, but I also need to go through my inventory and make sure things are equipped that need to be equipped.
All clear.
And then once I'm done on this planet, I'll sell my stuff to the quartermaster. Okay, I see all the red dots on my map have returned, so that's a little treat.
Hostile spotted.
Oh, actual Geth. Okay.
Powering up.
I could do without that noise. Oh, that's Caden. Okay. Hey, why don't you get out of cover so that I can shoot you? And now that we've got only one left, it's become less of a cover shooter and more of a game of hide and seek. Shield boost I don't need to use. So ideally I need to use any more damping. Never mind. Oh, sweet. This is the team for the foreseeable. Well, I'll max out Spectre training. Sure, I'll just max out my cooldown reduction. And we'll go with... how many do we have? 2. Sentinel. We'll ignore the fact that I just tried to spend a point that Caden didn't have because I miscounted in my brain. And that's fine. Increase health, accuracy, effectiveness of all attacks and powers, and unity. Yeah, so it's still boosting my weapons output. It's just if I wanted to specialize in the weapon, that's what the pistol skill is for. But I don't care about that particularly, so I'm probably going to mostly focus on throw, singularity, and warp.
Clear.
Barret is nice, obviously, but not needed 100%. It's good to have as a backup when my shields fail. So I opened all the crates in here because I don't think it refills them. No, it doesn't. Cool. We can leave.
Take him out.
Oh no, more gas.
Oh yes.
Lost shield.
Oh, you're a bit close for my liking.
Good as new.
Lost shield.
Yeet! Stop shooting the Mako! Get off cooldown!
1 down, 3 to go.
Perimeter clear.
Okay, the Mako, even though it got shot a couple of times, happily is fine. So that's... I need to go down here. And then make my way up the left side of the map. Dragon's Teeth, turns out, extremely sturdy. Okay. Luckily it's got those boosters. Help you get out of a tight spot. Maybe I should have just driven down the slope. I fired the boosters in an attempt to slow my momentum. I know it doesn't really work like that. It just looks cool, and is what you should do if you were ever in the situation that you were driving a Mass Effect powered APC on an alien planet, and you were falling a great distance. Just an everyday situation in which we may all find ourselves one day.
Redeploying.
And if you say otherwise, well, quite frankly, you're a liar. This downed pod contained a League of One medallion. Its owner is nowhere to be found. Here to the element, to the mineral deposit. We save the game in case I balk it. Next point of interest is over here. I'm hoping that damping and or neural shock are close to the 25 uses. But I'm playing on normal, so it doesn't really matter who's in my team. Both Garrus and Caden are solid options.
Heading out.
The scavengers who made this camp are gone. They seem to have abandoned it abruptly some time ago. Okay, well that appears to be everything in the camp, so... That's fine. And then there is this point of interest over here, which... I'm thinking might be a Threshermore. So we'll have to find out. But I have everything else... Yes, everything else is taken care of. So if it's a Threshermore, we can head straight back to the Normandy after I've taken care of it. And if it's not a Threshermore, though, you know, I can still head straight back to the Normandy after I've taken care of it, whatever it is. Although, just in case it is, I'm just gonna... Little safety save. Oh, look at that. That's not a Threshermore. It's a satellite. Crashed probe? Corpse. The burnt corpses, evidently a Mom and Pop independent salvage team, show signs of close-range hits from Geth heavy particle beams. And that's everything, so we can go back to the Normandy. I need to... Oh, Shepard's locker is next to the infirmary. I believe. Yes. Oh, okay. There was stuff in my locker. Whoops. Systems Alliance N7. The Alliance Military Vocational Code System classifies the career path of all serving personnel. The MVC consists of one letter and one number. A soldier's MVC indicates proficiency, not rank. The letter knows career path. The number indicates level of experience, as indicated by service record, technical scores, and commendations. All 26 letters are used and numbers run from 1 to 7. N is the letter code for Special Forces personnel. So N7's the elite Special Forces units. Well, that's objectively worse than what I'm using. So as cool as the Banshee is, I'm going to scrap it. Keep those... No, scrap that. Keep the katanas, because I've got Tali and Rex as shotgun users. Everyone else can make do. Junk that. So I wonder if I'd left this later in the game to open my locker, if the gear inside would have been better. I'm not really giving anyone a pistol to use. I guess Liara, maybe. Yeah, Liara can have a stiletto, why not? Sniper rifle. Hello. 108.52. Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Get rid of that. Give Garrus the other Naginata. The assault rifles will be Ashley and Garrus as a backup, so I guess I'll keep the tsunamis. I guess Ashley, Garrus, and Rex. Shotgun and pistol for Tali and Liara. Let's go and equip people with good things. And sell what I don't need to clear out my inventory space. I haven't done any plot missions, so they shouldn't have anything new to say, so I'm not going to check. Liara. You know, you can have an assault rifle and a pistol, why not? I'm feeling generous. That. I'm the Omni tool for her, and the amp's the same. Don't have any armor she can wear. Let's check and see if I could cycle through squad members to level them up now, but I can't. Shotgun. pistol as a backup piece. Don't have any better Omni tools. Rex. I don't know. I have Krogan armor. Hell yeah. New one for Rex. Assault rifle. Have the tsunami. Have the raptor. Why not? And the katana. Garrus, please, game. Thank you. Any Turian armor? Nope. Garrus can have the assault rifle and the sniper rifle. Oh, right. Well, he's doing okay on the assault rifle front. Sure. That one. Caden. Do I have any better armor for you to wear? Nope. I guess he can keep the tsunami, and we'll give him a better. Oh, he's got a decent assault rifle. Hello, tiny cat. What's happening? Where are we going? You're on the move. Okay. Why don't I have the stiletto equipped? Unless I do. Oh, I have stiletto 5, that's why. Where's my waifu? I don't know if I'm going to use her, but she can have it anyway. And then Ashley, you just are good with every weapon because you're a soldier. And that's what soldiers do. 162.19. Yeah, the tsunami's just a much better weapon overall. And interesting, one or more upgrades could not be transferred. Weird. Let's do this, and then she can have, I don't know, a sniper rifle as well. Why not? She can join the sniping team. And then I'm going to go through... Oh, she can take... To be fair, she might be able to wear heavy armors, so I will not junk them. I just haven't, spent any squad points on her to level her up to the point where she can wear heavy armor. Okay. I was just going to check Garrus because I noticed I had some Taurian armor there. But he's not got enough points in armor. Right, gotcha. Okay, so heavy armor. Yeah, that's all good. It's time to just offload a whole bunch of stuff from my inventory. And then we'll go back to planet scanning. Oh, not planet
Looking
scanning.
for supplies?
That's the wrong game. That's the second game. Buy back. Sell! Sell all junk. 203,000 credits, chat. And then everything... Do I have any... Yeah. Everything that's rank 3 or below gets sold. What am I doing now? 214,000 credits on the nose. Love to see it. Oh, I have 104 Omnigel. I could have used Omnigel to override one of the bomb defusal hot points. in case you haven't guessed, I'm taking Garrus and Caden with me so that I can use their abilities so I don't have to grind as much with them when I'm doing these side quests. However, here's where I find out the audio's not being picked up. I'm going to take my wellness break, so YouTube, just, it'll be like nothing's happened. Okay, let's get back to it. So my cat's being a little kind of a fuss pot right now at YouTube, so we'll see how long she lets me stream for before I have to focus on her, because unlike dogs, cats are like, you will. No, this is a you will fuss me now. Also, she keeps just walking across my computer desk, which makes it a little annoying to see what I'm doing. Oh god, don't knock any of those cables. Thank you. And thank you for not turning on the power button. And I don't want her running across my computer tower, but what can I do about it? Meep to you too. Tereshkova. The planet I can land on here is Antibar. Oh, it's the one I want. Cool. One closest to the sun. That's fine. So we'll go down to this one. Hunsalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by the solar wind. Hunsalra's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Orbital period 46.2 Earth years, radius 11,496 kilometers, day length 18.6 Earth hours. Well, if she's just going to sit there and be a weirdo, that's on you, cat. Carbonaceous asteroid. A dark asteroid of mixed carbonaceous materials, radius 42 kilometers. While scanning the asteroid field in the Tereshkova system, you picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items discovered is a League of One medallion. Cat, I swear to God. If you'd stopped my recording, I would have been very upset. I also need to lower the music because apparently it's super loud on the galaxy map. Let's try that as a balance. Nope, that's still kind of loud, but it's no longer louder than I am, I guess. Please bear with me while I change settings. Try and make myself a bit louder without projecting, because I hate projecting for extended periods of time. That looks about fine. Do a little balancing act of lower the game as well. Right, back to it. There's just the one asteroid, so. Patamalurus's atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Unlike Venus, however, Patamalurus's atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Patamalurus. Computer modelling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Patamalurus's atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature on the surface to the negative 70s. Orbital period 15.3 Earth years, radius 5,831 kilometers, day length 47.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 90.47 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 451 Celsius, surface gravity 0.78 G. And we've found some iridium. Thejus is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. Thejus has a low mass for its size and is tightly locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates constant gale force winds across the Terminator. Constant gale force winds. That was terrible. Orbital period 25.3 Earth years, radius 5130 kilometers, 5,131 kilometers, 5,130 kilometers. Day length 5.2 Earth years, atmospheric pressure 0.49 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 141 Celsius, surface gravity 0.47 Gs. And we've got some Mercury. Marinor is the second of Tereshkova's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Sol Marlon, it is thought that Marinor formed too close to the Tereshkova stars and was thrown outwards by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Orbital period 662.7 Earth years, radius 1,170 kilometers, day length 61.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0, surface temperature negative 228 Celsius, surface gravity 0.08 G. Sol Marlon is one of Tereshkova's two outer worlds. Significantly removed from the rest of the system and with unstable elliptical orbits, it is thought they may have formed within 3 astronomical units of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Sol Marlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct grey colour. Orbital period 399.7 Earth years, radius 69,000. Nice. 862 kilometers, day length 14.4 Earth hours. Please note, this is not an elliptical orbit, it's circular, if you follow it, and there's only one star here, despite the fact this is supposed to be a binary system. BioWare, honestly, can't get your facts right. Antibar is a cold terrestrial world with an atmosphere of methane and argon. Its frozen surface is mainly composed of iron with deposits of magnesium. The world has been noted as a possible target for long-term terraforming. If the atmosphere could be increased to the thickness of Earth's, the global average temperature would rise by 10 degrees Celsius. Antibar's combination of low temperatures, high-speed surface winds, and low visibility make it dangerous to explore on foot. Orbital period 32 Earth years, radius 6,501 kilometers, day length 54.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature minus 34 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. Of note, the global average temperature would only make it minus 24 Celsius, which is still a little on the nippy side. Right, the map for Antibar. Take the same team. So this is the Geth outpost. So that's this is a very flat planet. So I'll go to that last. And because it's a flat planet, it should be way easier to traverse than the last one. Rainy green, I believe. Uh-oh. Is that another Thrasher? Yep, sure is. BioWare giveth and BioWare taketh. Flatter planet. Have a Thrasher more. It's always irked me in games that have snowstorms where they just blow towards the camera. So like it's coming through the rock right now. I get why it's done, and it looks cool and very thematic, but it's always bothered me that it ends up coming straight through the rocks. We're going here. Apologies if the microphone is picking up my cat playing with a plastic bag. We're technically recycling it, I guess. We use them for as long as we can, and you know, when they reach the end of their life because they're starting to fall apart, the cat gets them. Face planted the window. Good grief, cat. Why are you like this? Jumping up onto the slightly narrower than she expected. Oh! There, this. Narrower than expected window sill. Prothean ruin! We won't talk about the falling animation Shepard was just almost stuck in. Searching the ruins, you discover a Prothean data disk. It must have been dropped by one of the Thrashermore's many victims. Which is news to you if you don't know there's a Thrashermore. Can I? Because it's just funny. I'll save first, obviously. But oh, that's the one to overwrite. I'm not... There's no thumbstick. The game's just pushing Shepard. So it's, I assume it doesn't end up stuck in the geometry. Right, anyway, let's kill the Thrashermore. I mean, what could have done all of this damage? Now I know to shoot the base of this tentacle. Oh, that one's going to be tricky. Oh no, I got it. So the Thrashermore absolutely predicts where you're going to end up. Which makes the boosters even more broken, I guess. Because it's... I don't think its AI is programmed to, compensate for that. Whoop, that was really bad. But why, yes, I was shooting that tentacle while the turret was pointed almost straight up into the air. What of it? Respectfully, game, I disagree. Okay, come back to that one. I can't see what's happening. Got it. Okay, that was nauseating and unpleasant. Oh no, my controller batteries. Please, you have no health. Right, I'm just going to change the batteries in my controller. I'll pause the YouTube recording while I do so, I guess. Unpause the recording. Get out. Anything to investigate, or is it just a point of interest on the map? The vehicle and the human corpses show the telltale signs of Geth weapons fire. The Geth have been mangled by the Thrashermore. Oops. At least they got what was coming to them. Okay. That pulls no punches. There's whatever this is on the map over here, but I think it's just like, hey, come over here, there's something to do. And there's a Thrashermore. Although you shouldn't do the Thrashermore chat, that's not a good look. And it's faster and saves Omnigel to do that than to repair the Maker. So I think by the time I'm done with all of the talent-based achievements, with Garrus and Caden. Oh, let's land on 8 planets. Ignore the fact that it's not Uncharted, because I've already landed on it. Also, Uncharted is a Sony property. Hey. By the time I'm done with the achievements with Caden and Garrus, I think the only one I'll have left, apart from the Medigel, is AI hacking, which Tali has. Also, it didn't fully heal the Mako, which is interesting. Shouldn't be a problem, however, as I don't think there's anything else left on the planet to attack me apart from the Geth around the assignment marker. I pressed the wrong button, that's on me, there we go. Oh, hey chat, I know at least one of you out there is an Exalted fan. The player companion for Exalted Essence is slowly making its way towards the crowdfunding campaign. It's very exciting. And the Pillars of Creation expansion companion kind of thing for that was part of the original crowdfunding campaign for Exalted Essence was released to backers yesterday, and it's chock full of new charms, which is amazing. And a couple of new spells as well for which my character is, which I'm intrigued by and may take for my character at some point. It's very sad that Dragon Blooded can't progress beyond First Circle Sorcery and Necromancy, but it's fine. On those third circle spells, but it's not to be in the rules of the game. Oh no. Oh, a mistake has been made. Saved it. Saved it. Unlike the view count nosedive that this channel's been in since, amusingly, since I streamed this last. Since I streamed it the first time, sorry. Can't save that. No matter what I try. That's that. So now we go up here. Hey YouTube. No one on Twitch could stop me from actually finishing my grinding on the Citadel to get those achievements, but I'm not going to for you. If you made it this far into the video, thank you, Bubbles. You're so kind. In the comment section, or don't. Like, I don't care. All anyone is trying to get you to do by doing that is by interacting with the video, the comment section, or liking, subscribing, etc. It powers the YouTube algorithm and makes it more likely to recommend the video to other people. That's it. Obviously, subscription numbers look good for a YouTube account, and I'm not going to say no if you want to subscribe, but the video likes and comments are purely to power the algorithm. It also tells YouTube what kind of content you like interacting with, so you're more likely to get, for example, a Mass Effect video on your recommended feed after doing so. There's a reason I do it at the end of the video. Oh, Geth. There's a reason I do it at the end of the video, is because I feel really awkward doing it in the mid-video just for algorithmic purposes. I'm incredibly annoyed that we have to live according to the algorithm. I get out. The way it's pointing. Gotcha. The many algorithms that determine and dictate our online life. I should check how many episodes the classic playthrough took me to complete. Welcome back from your meetings, Unstable Deus. I came back from my wellness break just as you hit that lurk. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's a Colossus. I'm not going to get out of the Mako. I'm going to go pull down over here. And we're just going to snipe with the main gun. Don't know how many ways I can say I'm not a lawyer on the site will not modify legally significant content to testing people. Oh, always one more way. You know that. They're not going to listen. They don't get paid to listen. The Colossus is down. So technically, I guess I could get out of the Mako, but I'm not going to. That just came straight through the mountain, that rocket. I saw it. We all saw it. Happened again. Gosh damn. I guess if I can benefit from what I believe is called the head glitch, why can't the AI? But did it Bethesda through the mountain? No, it would have Bethesda up the mountain, otherwise I would never have found it because it would have fallen into the void beneath the map. Speaking of Bethesda, however, I realised after our conversation, about 5 minutes after I finished the stream yesterday, going back to Dark Corners of the Earth for a moment, the protagonist does kill themselves at the end of the game. They hang themselves in a sanatorium. Aren't there plenty of cases where you fell through the world? That's fair. Morrowind, it just works. Fucking love Morrowind. Morrowind remake when? Or remaster. I'll settle for a remaster.
We're halfway to driving these synthetic bastards out of this system.
Whoop whoop. That's everything. Seems like a fitting end for a Call of Cthulhu game. Yeah, absolutely. Like, you kill the Flying Polyps, you kill Dagon, Hydra, stop the Deep One cult, hang yourself in a sanatorium afterwards. Yep, that's everything. YouTube, if you're watching this. Actually, YouTube and Twitch, if you're watching this, I have no idea what I'm about. Swing by youtube.com/@comradebubbles and check out my Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth playlist. You may have to scroll back quite some way because I think it was the second or third game I streamed. Remaster, they have to rework to fix the bugs. No, the bugs stay. Clearly the bugs stay. Margie is the cat. What are you doing? Okay, she's down. Margie is where I land, so as I go to that last. Edward James Olmos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of sodium darkening its atmosphere. Orbital period 46.7 Earth years, radius 60,948 kilometers. That is a gas giant. Day length 67.1 Earth hours. So like how I made the actor name joke, I know it's Olmos with an O, but I saw my chance and I took it. Pregel is an enormous terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and ethane. Its surface is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of aluminium. No landing has ever been attempted. Orbital period 17.8 Earth years, radius 10,510 kilometers, day length 49.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature -131 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 g. The book's there. I'm glad we decided I was solving the issue in this game. Yeah, I mean, it's not a book. Remember, it's a feature. While scanning the planet Preggle, you discovered several marker buoys orbiting it. Chief Engineer Adams secured some high-res optical images of the buoys, which appeared to have been neglected for some time. Each one was marked with the Biotica colony insignia. Look, if Bethesda fixed their bugs, we would be in a very different state for the gaming industry. You know it, I know it, I'm not saying anything brave here. Margie orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M5111, over 220 times the size of Sol. Margie has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the suns and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust of the surface. Unsavory characters from the Terminus systems occasionally use Margie for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarrelling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. I know we'd be better off. Cats and dogs might not result in the apocalypse. I mean, if working on the realm of Pugmire Gameline has taught me anything, because obviously it's non-fiction, it's prophetic work, they will thrive in the apocalypse. Orbital period 5.9 Earth years, radius 5,727 kilometers, day length 55.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.42 Earth atmosphere, surface temperature negative 121 Celsius, surface gravity 0.85 G. Oh, also, while I'm thinking about it, because I don't think I mentioned it on stream, the new monster manual is not great for D&D 5e. I know it's been out a while now. It's not great. Honestly, they've simplified a lot of it so it's easier for the GM to use, which I like, but they've stripped out a lot of the flavor of each individual monster, which now boils down to it deals X damage type, sometimes with extra damage of a different type. It's very dull. Lizards have inherited the earth there, clearly. Not the birds. Cat, stop that. 1 second, I need to attend to something. That is my measuring stick for Warhammer that I've had for ages and never used for its intended purpose because I have a tape measure and also can estimate 6 inches reasonably well. In fact, it's only in this room because I was using it to poke Angel when she was GMing a game and I wanted to bug her. Back to Cookie Cutter Monsters, our favourite. I know, it's so good. Fortunately, they can't stop using the old monster manual. So I probably will. Also, you know, I'll take the flavoursome features from the old monster manual and just put them on the new monsters. Like, they can't stop me. Also, I am a published writer for 5e material, third party, but you know, it still counts, and I can make my own monsters. Dang it! I assume number 1 is the Geth Outpost. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Geth Outpost. Handily labelled Geth Outpost. It's grass grows in silica dust, apparently. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that stick is actually pretty rare these days. Probably. I have 2 of them. I guess for the YouTube audience who has no idea what we're on about, when you bought like Warhammer starter sets, that was the wrong screen. Whoops, that's on me. When you bought Warhammer starter sets, on top of minis, dice, and terrain, you got a... Hang on, I'll turn the background remover off. Make it way easier to see. There. You got one of these bad boys. It's an 18-inch measuring stick of just really bendy red plastic. But it was the right length for me to poke Angel when I wanted her attention to ask her questions about things in character. It is marked, you probably can't see it, but it is marked at 1-inch intervals for, you know, measuring things. Most units in Warhammer move 6 inches, for example. Anyway, that's what we're on about. Apparently they're hard to find now, which I don't... It doesn't surprise me, because with the... I'm pretty sure with the recent magazines they've been doing with Hatchet Park Works, there's like a paper tape measure in it instead. And I think they just used paper tape measures in all of the box sets as well. Which, you know, cost saving. It's better for the environment, but it's primarily a cost saving measure, I would assume. On the wrong screen. So if you ever need anything being poked 18 inches away, I am your person.
Yes, ma'am.
A 1 meter or maybe 1 yardstick. That's fair. That's very fair. I'll make do with mine. 5 meter tape measure, I think it is. It's just whatever default tape measure Games Workshop sell. 25-foot tape measure. Yup. That'll be it. What else do you need? Quite honestly. Well, sorry. I know what else you need. If it moves, and it shouldn't, you need some duct tape. And if it shouldn't move... Sorry, if it doesn't move but should, you need some WD-40. With those 4 items, duct tape, WD-40, a meter long stick, 25-foot tape measure, you can solve all of life's problems, clearly. Ancient debris. It's kind of like a robot frog leg. The strange-looking sensor has some ancient graffiti scribbled on it. It appears to be marked with the Odessan colony insignia. Then we go over here. What about your pitons and 50 feet of rope? Well, I mean, they just help you solve life's problems, but they're not the essentials. Because, again, if it moves and it shouldn't, duct tape. So just wrap your hands and feet in duct tape and climb that way. You'll never fall off. It's just that easy. Yes, I will open the odd skull. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your hard suit computer can't identify the species. Must have been brought here from an unknown world. And then... this? Oh. It's the one I'm just at. Never mind. I'm looking at the wrong bit of the map. I was exfoliating my face earlier after my shower, and I heard some weird noises behind me, and I couldn't really turn around at that point because I was trying to get the exfoliant off my face. When I did turn around, it was the cat attacking Angel's clothes on her era. She was making them, because you know cats go for things that move. She'd climbed up onto the era, and her movement had made the clothes rock slightly, and she was just like, "Movement! I'm going for it." It was pretty funny. Very strange noise as she savaged clothes, though. Those clothes deserved it, clearly. Ooh, sweet clothes. Right. Max out adept. One in basic armor. One in lift. One in singularity. Again, stasis is a very niche thing because it prevents the target from taking damage as well. There are sometimes you do want to lock something down and not kill it immediately, but for every other case, lift and singularity are just so much better because they do functionally the same thing, and you can shoot them while they're incapacitated by the biotic ability. Caden. Let's give you that for advanced first aid, and that for advanced neural shock. What? What? What is it, tiny cat? With my mouse so she doesn't sit on it. There's just cat butt resting on my mouse mat. NBD. What does assault training do again? Nice damage. But to be fair, I live in a house with a cat. Cat butt has probably touched most things at this point. We've had her since November. So, you know, she's had... Let's not sit on the tower. She's had a chance to sit on most things, including my computer tower, which is a personal favourite, and I'd really wish she didn't, because the, you know, ventilation's on top of it. Those are all spent. That was that. Then we go this way. I know I seem to be leveling quite quickly as well. It will slow down. I'm pretty sure I have the legacy, the legendary level scaling. Yes. So it will slow down even more than it slowed down originally, because there was more levels originally. But as we discussed at the start of the playthrough, I think that was in the YouTube recording, maybe. I'm going to make use of all of the changes to just try it out, you know? Get the proper Legendary Edition experience. I think I prefer the old UI. I'm not a huge fan of the wireframe models, but that's just personal preference. But beyond that, I am enjoying the changes they've made. Not having to get out of the Mako is nice. Oh, also everyone has to behave now, because I remembered to log into my Twitch account in the chat doc in OBS, so I can just ban people from from OBS now without having to go without having to go to my Firefox window. I'm doing it from there. That's the mineral. I assume these are heavy turrets, or it's an awfully large number of colossi, so I'm assuming they're turrets. So we're going to save the game. Get back in the Mako. And we're going to go hull down. No. So I just blew up. Yep. That's taken care of. That one's taken care of. There's one up here somewhere. Can't see it. Right, we'll go onto this road. We'll take it slow. We'll probably get shot in the face with a rocket at one point. Oh, I found it. And we didn't get shot in the face with a rocket. Amazing! Actual quality gameplay! Who is your streamer? Oh no, my signal's jammed. I think that's everyone over there killed. Please take a main gun round to the face. I'm assuming... Going up.
One more outpost left. The sooner we get rid of it, the sooner this cluster is secure.
Let's check the crates, but I don't think there are any. That's everything on the planet, so we can leave. Go forth, young grasshopper, embrace the warm welcome explosive to the face. You know, I don't think I will. If it's all the same to you, I think I'll keep it as is with my face unexploded. A caliber barrel works fine. Okay. That was that one. Hong. Casbin is the planet I can land on here. There are no asteroids. Pomal is an enormous terrestrial planet with a very dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sodium. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sodium oxides and deposits of nickel. There is evidence that Pomal was once covered with broad, shallow seas. Should a probe ever be sent to the surface, a check for ancient fossil life might prove valuable. Orbital period 0.5 Earth years. It's only a rapid, extensive exfoliating treatment. It is! It's almost like your face won't be there when it's done. Radius 9,616 kilometers. Day length 47.0 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 31.59 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 492 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G. Traeger is a tiny ice dwarf with a trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The frozen surface is mainly composed of water ice and ammonia. Cryovolcanic processes are gradually repaving the surface with sheets of fresh ice. Orbital period 238.8 Earth years. Radius 1,402 kilometers. Day length 30.2 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 0.04 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature negative 211 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.1 G. And we got some lithium. Just check I didn't miss a survey. No, I didn't. Thessica is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. In the past, it was often used as a drive discharge point for pirates raiding human settlements from the Terminus systems. In 2178, the Alliance set up a network of covert sensing devices on Thessica's moon, so that was 5 years prior to the game. Recordings of pirate FTL exit vectors over the course of 6 months led the Alliance Navy to 8 major pirate anchorages. Since the Thessica raids, no ships from the Terminus have been reported in the Hong system. Orbital period 84.4 Earth years, radius 65,976 kilometers, day length 14 Earth hours. Hey chat, what's the matter? is a terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere composed of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of copper. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Matar lacks a magnetic field. This makes it useless for discharging FTL drive cores in orbit. The energetic particles of solar winds from Hong strike the upper atmosphere directly, ionizing the krypton. This gives the planet its distinctive minty green-white hue. Orbital period 29.8 Earth years, radius 4,599 kilometers, day length 54.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 3.72 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -64 Celsius, surface gravity 0.57 g. Scans of Matar revealed debris from a destroyed Asari freighter. Further scans uncovered a body which was brought on board. Dr. Charquas examined it but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari's personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writing. Living there should be fine at Frostpunk temperatures. Well, funny you should say that. Changed the game scene to play some Frostpunk on stream. Oh, that reminds me. I mentioned the monster manual for a specific reason. On servers because your kid. In my professional opinion, as a professional GM and and writer, the 5.5e, 5e plus, whatever, 24, 5e rule set, whatever you want to call it, is definitely easier to get into and play. It just lacks flavour. Casbin is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. It's hot. Get the 2014 version? I would say probably, yeah, honestly. It's really bad. In the Dungeon Master's Guide, it says how to create monsters, but it doesn't actually tell you how to create homebrew monsters. It just says, take any monster in the monster manual, add one or more of these abilities to it. It doesn't tell you how to make new things, it just tells you how to repurpose old things. It's very annoying. I was hoping they'd fix the maths in the for the 2024 version, and tell you how to make monsters that actually work, but why would they do that? Anyway. So, kind of, DMG is a very mixed bag. So yeah, I would absolutely get the 2014 version. The new Player's Handbook is fantastic, but the GMing side of things is, I would say, worse. Or at the very least, I'll say it's not an improvement, I think is probably the best way to phrase it. Which is obviously what their marketing it as. Anyway, Casbin is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide, and an increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next few millennia. All of that said, however, there is nothing stopping you getting the 2024 Player's Handbook and using the 2014 Monster Manual and DMG. You might encounter a bit of jank every now and then, but that's probably the way I would do it. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Casbin has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through the debris trail of a long-period comet. Orbital period 1.1 Earth years, radius 7,819 kilometers, day length 44.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.1 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 99 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 g. Yeah, so there are some instances where, like off the top of my head, some game terms have been slightly altered for the the 2024 rules, and the old magic items, for example, won't reference the new mechanics for obvious reasons. But by and large, it should be fine if your kid has a sensible head on their shoulders. And if there are any problems, obviously just shoot me a message and I'll fix it. Chat, you'll note that it says landing is prohibited by law, but I can land. I'm a Spectre. I don't care about that kind of thing. Orbital period 1.1 Earth years. I'm pretty sure I've read this, but I was distracted by talking about D&D. Radius 7,819 kilometers. Day length 44.6 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.1 Earth atmosphere. Surface temperature 99 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.1 G. This is neurodivergence we are, so yes. Fantastic. If it's a similar kind of neurodivergence that lends itself to mechanics and systems, he'll be able to figure out how to fix things relatively easy. It's not a difficult rule set. But I did enjoy the more concise nature of the 2024 Player's Handbook rules. There's a lot less waffle. I assume this is the Geth outpost. Yes. It's going to look a bit weird, chat. We're going to take a roundabout route. Actually. Yeah, we'll take the roundabout route. I'm not in any particular rush for time today, and this is the last planet in this assignment, so if this is the last planet I do, it's the last planet I do. Oh, I remember this planet. It sucks for navigating. I think the easiest way to get to where I want to go is this way. And around. Alternative, of course, just get everyone he would play with into Pugmire. Problem solved. Eddie's work on updating the realms of Pugmire to non-OGL content is great, and the maths work he did behind the scenes to balance it is fantastic. And as a monster creator, it's incredible to know that everything it works out as it should, and have actual concrete guidelines to make new monsters and stuff. You waiting for your version 2 stuff still? Did you... I know that Realms is out. PDF at least? Do you mean like traditionally printed? Eh. Get up there. Do you have any physical copies? That's absolutely fair. I don't know where that is in the process. Off the top of my head, I apologise. I'm a PDF scrub. Also, it's far easier to have a PDF open on my desktop when I'm writing material. That's what 2 monitors are for! Buried under the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thine. There's no indication of why it was hidden here or who buried it in the first place. Also, chat, I've disturbed the fragile ecosystem, but the space cop's going to come and arrest me? No, because I'm a Spectre. Fair, but I think kids play better without the distraction of a screen. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Where am I going? Easiest way to that. It's probably back where I came. I'm under no illusions that the kids I run an online D&D game for aren't doing other things at the same time. I mean, one of them plays with the webcam off, so I'm pretty sure he's doing stuff. Fragile ecosystem, I thought you were talking about yourself. I mean, I was, but I disturb that fragile ecosystem every time I wake up. Also, there's just, you know, as someone who during the pandemic did move to an online only gaming group, as in our whole group just went online because it was way more convenient for us. I never went back to in-person regular play. It just feels different without a screen. I mean, even just using a screen at a physical table with a group around you does feel slightly different to when you've got a pile of books on the table. But that might just be me. That might be a generational thing. There's also just something about flicking through a rulebook. Just feels good. But I'm a very tactile person. Very good sense of touch. If the kids play Tales of Equestria in person, which I think works much better, it's difficult enough to get photos to agree on something, even something as easy as TOE. Absolutely fair. Tales of Equestria, unironically, is one of the games that I've wanted to play ever since I discovered it existed. Although, you know, I do like My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, so that might explain it. Actually, speaking of that, another one that we want to do that with is Onward Quests of Yore, which was a tie-in game for the Disney movie Onward. Probably doesn't help long term I was able to justify, in context, justify lying as friendship. Ah, what's a bit of gaslighting between friends? Oh, that Colossus is having problems. Or armature. Oh, I mounted the turret. Get up. There we go. The Geth array is transmitting regular data bursts on an encrypted channel using the Alliance's own FTL convoys. It's not clear where the data is being directed, nor the content of the signal. Can't stop the signal, Mal. Right. Next bit is here. Jem let me have force field and teleport. She knew what she was doing, but still gets into trouble. Well, if she knew what she was doing, that's entirely on her. Like, she could have said no. Also, this isn't the planet I thought it was. There's another one with a similar kind of vibe to the terrain that is just awful to navigate. Gold! Made to determine just how force fields work, so I know I can manipulate physics to make things like ship prows and submersible non-permeable air bubbles. Ah, you took the Sue Storm approach to force fields. Pretty sure it's faster to do this than to turn around. Right, where is... Oh, it's up there, isn't it? Oh, why? Okay, how am I going to do this? Let's get up here. There's a patch of grass right above me I'm trying to get to. I think I can get to the Mako to stop rolling on it. Let's try this. See if I can drive along. Mako pot vehicle, pot mounting goat. You know it. A lot of people complain about the Mako in Mass Effect 1, and obviously they'll almost certainly still complain about it in this, because the planet sections remain unchanged, apart from the fact I now have a thruster, a booster. But I like the problem-solving aspect of it. Having to figure out where I can and can't get up. Right, I think there's a lower... There's a small pass over here that might get me a bit higher. Yeah, they didn't do Mass Effect 2, you're not wrong. Now, I don't mind planet scanning in Mass Effect 2, unless you're talking about the Hammerhead, in which case you can make a persuasive argument. I don't know, the Hammerhead sequences just don't do it for me. Okay. Let's try an alternative solution. See if I can get to the end of this mountain chain and drive up along the top. Oh, the Hammerhead is just, as you point out, it's so fragile. It shouldn't be. It is a tank, but still. The Mako, at least, is an APC. It's not designed for the punishment that the Hammerhead is theoretically designed for. I was thinking about this yesterday evening. I think if I had streamed the entire Mass Effect trilogy on stream the first time around, when I played the first one, fully intended to play the other two, I don't think I'd be playing this on stream. I would probably still have bought it because of Mass Effect, but I'm really only replaying this again so that the decisions are remembered. I suspect that the comic in Mass Effect 2 would still be a thing that allows you to import your decisions, but I also just wanted to experience the changes. I'm gonna be so angry if I fall off. You know what? Save. Where the ever-living heck is it? Down there. Okay. Right, well, the Mako's gone. Found it. I'm just gonna fast travel back to the ship, I think. Please, let me. Okay, that was weird. This is definitely faster than trying to make it back up to the Mako. Okay, so the last thing to do before the Geth outpost is over there. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this during my original Classic playthrough and not this playthrough, but with the Mako stuff, I'm pretty sure if the terrain has grass growing on it, you can climb it in the Mako without sliding. Go to work meets Michael Stackpole. Tennis fiction was formative for my childhood. I will. I will endeavour to remember. I doubt I will, but I will tell him. I'll pass the message on if I ever meet him. Whee. I'm king of the castle. Here slightly. The Geth outpost is down there, but I'll go to it by the intended route. Mistake may have been made. We'll see if I can save it. Oh, there it is. That's a large chunk of uranium. You know what? Let's see if I can do this. There's the outpost down there. Do you think they've noticed me, chat? I'm going over here just to check for turrets at the entrance. But there's no red dots on the maps, so I'm assuming there aren't any. Think they're preparing balloons and cake? You know what? Maybe. I've certainly got plenty of candles. I like how I got Medigel from that long-range kill. Ooh, level up. Since the same point they even brought fireworks. Maybe killing the Geth is a bad idea. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Don't know where they are. I'll get closer. Imagine being that Geth, you're like, everyone else is dead. Where are they? Oh god, they're there. Time to do my job. Eats a rocket to the face. Well, not a rocket, obviously, it's just a high caliber shell. Kill them all, who's going to plan the next get together? Very fair question. Geth Shock Trooper, more like Geth Shocked Trooper. I don't know if you noticed that, chat. I used the shield to detonate the mass reactive shell and kill them both with splash damage. It was pretty cool, actually. Whoa, that's a rocket. So this fight happens, you know, I think here only. I could be wrong. Kill 250 enemies. Sweet.
Strange. I expected one of these outposts to be the main base of operations for this approach.
Hold on.
What's
This
happening?
receiver is picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary Geth base. We can use the signal to lock on to its location and take them out.
Could you get back in the Mako, please, boys? The game was not happy there. Are you T-posing for dominance? Yeah, I thought not. Say cheese! Anyway. Sorry about that, chat. Yeah, so I think that fight just happens there anyway, because thinking about it, if you're supposed to have a Gareth just selecting a scarf and the next run away. He was. If you're gonna have like a big brawl at the last area. Oh, actually no, because they could have done it outside that bunker. Never mind. Maybe that dropship it just appears wherever you do the last outpost. Anyway, I've got some points to spend. A little treat for myself. One in lift, one in singularity. I will go for the advanced shield boost. Caden. What am I working Caden towards? Don't think it really matters at this point. Throw, just because he was right next to advanced throw. And Sentinel. And Garrus. Once Garrus hits advanced assassination, probably swap him over to sniper rifles. Return to the Normandy. And I believe this results in a new planet appearing. Sorry, a new star system. Where once there were 4, now there is 5! Grissom. It is Solcrum that I can land on here. So everything to the left side first. Bender has a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide. Bender, barely newer, sulfur dioxide and chlorine, though technically classified as a terrestrial world, but the surface of the planet has never cooled enough for a crust to form. I think there should be a though it is technically classified there. I don't know. It is a global... No, because then the butt doesn't make sense, like my butt. It is a global sea of molten rock. Like Zahirux, its atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind. Once its thick atmosphere is gone, Bender's surface will be a mere 400 degrees C. Orbital period 812.3 Earth years, radius 6,788 kilometers, day length 41.2 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 26.35 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 3,151 Celsius. Scans of Bender uncovered an ancient Solarian vessel. A small team was dispatched to search for valuables. The only item of value recovered was a League of One medallion. Zaharux's nitrogen-argon atmosphere is being blasted away by the solar wind of the blue giant Grissom. Its surface consists of seas of loose silica dust, some kilometers deep, which periodically swirl into global sandstorms. Many unmanned probes to Zaharux have been lost over the years. Though investigation has attributed all to mechanical failure or computational error, a popular extranet meme insists the entire planet is composed of dormant nanotechnology, created millennia ago by a race even more advanced than the Protheans. According to the story, Zaharux's silica dust is actually disassembler robots which periodically awaken to defend themselves. Though discounted by every reputable scientist, this theory has been popularized by a series of sensationalistic texts by a sorry author, Delsey Orthisa. Orbital period 26.8 Earth years, radius 6,729 kilometers, day length 51.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.32 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 959 Celsius, surface gravity 0.61 G. I'm just checking if that's a reference to anything. Not that the wiki knows. We found some beryllium on a small nearby moon. There's an asteroid somewhere around here. An asteroid composed of mixed metals and silicates, radius 54 kilometers. And we've got some polonium. Notenban is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with traces of ammonia. Molecular nitrogen is present in the highest levels of the atmosphere, giving the planet its odd violet tint. The upper levels of Notenban's atmosphere are inhabited by shoals of tiny ammonia-based life forms, no larger or more complex than the plankton of Earth's oceans. Held aloft by air pressure and wind, these bioluminescent creatures constantly flee from the approach of the Terminator. I mean, they're very effective killing machines. Should they be exposed to the light and heat of Grissom, they die. Orbital period 990.5 Earth years, radius 73,314 kilometers, day length 16.9 Earth hours. But I can actually land on Solcrum. Warning, level 1 heat hazard. Solcrum is the largest moon of the gas giant Notenban. It has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon. Sorry, I need to pull up the planet map. The crust is composed of various metals with deposits of sodium. As with every body in the solar system, the surface is scorching hot and thoroughly irradiated by the blue giant Grissom. Surface excursions without proper protective gear are certain to prove fatal. On approach to Notenban, Normandy's passive sensor array intercepted a fragmentary coded transmission from the surface of Solcrum. Attempts to decrypt the message were fruitless. It does not appear to be in any software coding language used by the Citadel races. Orbital distance 10,367,883 kilometers from Notenban. Orbital period 0.6 Earth years. Radius 4,534 kilometers. Day length 0.6 Earth years. Atmospheric pressure 0. Surface temperature 351 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.8 G. Caden and Garrus. So I assume this is the Geth outpost. If it is, yeah, I assume it is, and the text just isn't loading for whatever reason. So I need to go over here for mineral deposit. Trying to avoid the Geth outpost for perhaps obvious reasons. I see that thing on my minimap, that's what I'm going to next. Is that a 360 chat? While I'm thinking about it and not really doing much, theoretically my streaming schedule next week should be the same as usual, Tuesday, Thursday. Friday, in theory, is the next session of Exalted Essence over at twitch.tv/the Onyx Path. Obviously, keep you all updated if that changes. Hopefully my cat won't have a health scare. and we'll actually play. That'll be nice. Travis has intimated that we're in a position where we can do some more social stuff rather than go from combat to combat, which is pretty cool. Display the other side of Exalted gameplay, the social combat. We need more Exalted? Well, there we are. There will be more Exalted. I keep catching myself thinking, you know, I'm having so much fun playing this Exalted Essence actual play that maybe I should try and get an Exalted 3rd edition table together. And then I actually think about what I'm thinking, and I decide, no, that is not for me right now. Exalted is a fantastic game, don't get me wrong. I really enjoy it, but I don't have the patience. Well, energy, sorry, the spoons, to teach people how to play Exalted 3rd edition. Essence is bad enough, and Essence is the streamlined version. Try Amber. Isn't that super lightweight? Or am I thinking of a different game? Whee. We won't talk about the fact that the probe was just dancing around then. So that's that. And then we go up here. Actually, you know what? It's probably faster to go back to the Normandy. Very, very narrative. There's still some mechanics to guide you. Yeah, about 2 of my regular gaming group would enjoy that. Apart from myself. Normandy keeps giving birth to the Mako. The miracle of life. I don't remember it auto-saving anywhere near as often, or jarringly in Classic. I could be wrong about that. Obviously, it has been nearly 6 years since I played it last. It just every time I land on a new planet or enter a new chunk. Better Luck finding its successor, Lords of Gossamer and Shadow. Oh, is it out of print? Is it not on drive-thru? I'm currently reading through the rulebook for Iron Kingdoms, Full Metal Fantasy role-playing, and enjoying what they're doing with it. Rather than classes, you have 2 careers that you, kind of what you did before you were an adventurer, and that's what determines what abilities you have. While still giving it kind of a class-like structure, so that people who do like that style of character building aren't left alone, just flailing for inspiration. Although obviously, if we're going to talk about careers as what you did before adventuring, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. Just also by extension, I suppose, Imperium Maledictum, the 40k version of Fantasy Roleplay, where you don't have a class, you are just an every person who happens to find themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time and need to deal with problems. A rat catcher, a knight, and a doctor walk into a bar and kill the Skaven infesting the basement. Call of Cthulhu? Yes, also that. Good old Call of Cthulhu and the basic role-playing system. I always forget that Call of Cthulhu's skill assignations is based on what you do as a career. I don't know why. I played so much Call of Cthulhu that I really should remember that. I get behind anything. Oh, look at that, I can. Stop shooting at me, I'm fragile. Okay, chat. Once I've cleared these out, I need to dash downstairs real quick and turn the oven on. But then I'll come back up and we'll finish this outpost. Conceptually, I love Call of Cthulhu's skill system. I know practicing can be slow as progression. I feel like you're not supposed to be powerful in that setting. Absolutely not. No, it's a really good implementation of the vibe mechanically. I just wish it were less problematic around the mental health effects and things of that nature. There's the door. There it is. Right, I need to dash downstairs, as I say, to turn the oven on to preheat it. So YouTube, I'm just going to pause the recording. Right, let's do this. That was a bit loud. Ooh, that was cheeky. Oh god, the cat's got the zoomies, chat. The cat's got the zoomies. What? Why do I have... Okay, I guess I have a rifle? Really slow rate of fire assault rifle. Hey, do you guys want to get up, or are you just happy sleeping on the job?
I'm ready.
Sometimes we will need a nap, it's true. It also does well mathematically since you increment your skill and then roll into a skill. Honestly, a better experience, albeit somewhat less intuitive than something like Savage Worlds, where you only increment a skill, but the answer to what did that do is much more difficult to get. That is true. That is true. And yeah, sometimes we all do all need a nap. As the last Geth falls, you hear music from across the room. On the monitor, a Quarian stands before a hushed crowd, warbling a mournful a cappella of worlds and innocence lost. The recorded song is dispatched to the Geth worlds behind the Perseus Veil. The transmitter shuts down. I wish it would stop flashing to my eyes. Right, well that was a room of all time. You would discover a number of encrypted Geth data files. In the proper hands, they could reveal much about the evolution of the Geth since the banishment of the Quarians. In the proper hands, you say? Hey, Tali, you've got hands. panel is still flickering. So there's a horror game called Locus, which is kind of designed for one-shots. But the character system in that is incredibly streamlined, but it has a negative attribute set, in which the higher the number, the worse you are at that attribute or skill. Call it what you will. So like a strength of 2 is the best you can have, because it's roll over, I believe it is, on a d6. And then like a strength of 5 is you fall over in a stiff breeze kind of thing. Speak to Tali. That's everything on the planet though, so I can go back to the Normandy. Apparently I leveled up at some point, so that's cool. Singularity is funnier than Lift. Well, there we go. That is the entirety of that quest chain. I need to talk to Tali, obviously, but I will do that at some other point. For now, YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please do, as ever, let me know what you thought in the comments section below. If you know anyone who might like this content, please share it with them. Please do, subscribe to the channel, swing by twitch.tv/ComradeBaubles. Follow the channel, the merch store, and my throne wishlist link are in the video description. Until next time, YouTube, please do stay safe, please do stay healthy, please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all.